All right, folks, back on the Bossman show, friend of the show, Falcons beat right from the AJC. D-Lane Ledbetter here with me. D-Lane, how you doing, brother? Good to see you again, man.
Hey, boss man, I'm doing great, man. Good to see you also. Thank you very much for having me on the show tonight.
Anytime. Let me ask you, man, before you get started, how was it having your Howard Bison in town, man, for the Swag Me At Classic, man? How fun was that for you and all the brothers of you guys in the makers out over there, man?
Yeah, we had a good time. We did the right thing. Went to the alumni function on Friday night to support the administration and the football team. And the Falcons actually played that day, so I didn't go over there right away. But we were well represented. The game had a rain delay, so by the time I got out of the Falcons game, the brothers in the parking lot still tailgating. So I got to drop by and fellowship. The kids had it bad. They had to play till like 12 o'clock that night. But a good time was had by all in Atlanta that weekend.
Yeah, I left right after that last rain delay when John Grant came on the field. I said, I'm done. I can't stay for this rain delay. I got to go. I had to get on the road that Sunday morning. So, yeah, man, a lot of rain delays that day. But it's good as I went out and saw your guys at the hotel, man. Kyle Pitts came out there and saw Coach Scott, man. So it's good to talk to Kyle, right there with Kyle and Coach Scott out there at the hotel on that Thursday night that they came down, man. It was really fun, man.
Yeah, Kyle spoke to the team that night, gave them talk about, being mentally prepared to be great. Kyle was the Larry Scott was his position coach at Florida. So Kyle actually follows the Bison. He knows when we win and he knows when the Gators win.
Well, they didn't win this weekend. It was some overalls today, I saw.
Yeah, he did.
He like that, did he? He like that.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, man. But let me ask you, D-Led, speaking of Kyle Pitts, week 2, I know y'all asked Arthur about his usage, and he said it would come in time. And this with Seattle, hey, Kyle was featured, and after the game, Arthur Smith gave him a big hug going to the tunnel, man. Talk about Arthur Smith's offense, D-Led, and how Kyle can be used with Drake London now and Cordero and Zacchaeus, all those guys getting open for him and giving him some opportunities out there, brother.
Yeah, no doubt. They wanted to see how the Saints would play them, with their new safeties, and then how the Rams would play them with Jalen Ramsey. And, Jalen spent some time on him, or he was lurking around his zone a lot. So they wasn't going to force it to him. And then against Seattle, they did force it to him. I don't care what the coach said. They forced it on the first play of the game down the field, play that he hit in the exhibition season at Detroit. But it was up the left side. This time it was up the right. So he was open. The ball was overthrown. So, they are. I'm going to look it up this week. But I think Travis Kelce gets at least 10 to 12 targets a game. And so if the play caller is doing his job, that's about how many Kyle Pitts should get. But maybe 8 to 10 because the Falcons want to slow things down a little bit, keep their defense out the field and run the ball. So his productivity is going to be affected by that.
And I feel like if Art, as I call it, he's with Titans there, looks at Kelsey's film, and like look at Jimmy Graham's film and all these other tight ends film that would have high level usage. Hey, use him in the slot, use him in bunch sets. You can get him a screen even. Like the dude is a freak of nature. He can run fast. So I feel like he should give him the ball with easy throws for Marcus so he won't make a mistake and get Kyle involved and get the defense on their heels.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But it's about complementary football, and we got to recognize that they are playing with a $63 million salary cap deficit. So they're not as stout as most of these teams. So when you go fast, what do? You get the defense back out there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not going to hold up. So, excuse me, they only have 57 plays this week, and they only had 61 the week before that because they're playing slow. But you definitely are sound, boss man, in saying that they can move him around. They haven't done a lot of that yet because, it's a long season. You don't want everybody to see all your stuff in the first 4 games. So, they holding some cards, how you play in spades, you want to play that card just right and drop that, drop that big ace on them after you playing little joker, big joker. You want to hold them back till it's time to boom. All right. And win a game with it. So that's what he's doing right now.
Now, I saw Cordero Patterson, man, career high, 17 carries, 141. I think him coming to Atlanta has been saved his career. Now he's a running back now. He can be a receiver still, kickoff return guy. Swiss Army knife. He gives you more than one position with one guy. Talk about his impact on the team, D-Led, and how him running the ball even better with this line, who's possibly been kind of stout so far, is getting him holes, getting him out there, helping Marcus stop making too many mistakes out there.
Yeah, no doubt. Cordarrelle, he's a kick returner at heart. So once he gets the ball, he's running to daylight. He don't have no design runs where he's going to hit the corner and take it upfield. He did have the one power run against the Saints straight up the middle where he drug half the defense into the end zone, which was an awesome run on his part. But he has a vision of a kick returner. The guys are getting their hats on people and accounting for the right guys, and he's able to read those blocks and get downfield for, if it's 7, if it's 8, and if you really mess it up and he gets out the back door for 40, then they really got it rolling. So that's what happened in Seattle last week.
What I love about him is this. He can run that outside zone and get that cut back and be gone. Like you hit him, he still got some more juice to him still. He doesn't go down on first hit. So I love that about Cordarrelle with that being a returner. He still gonna go forward, even though he got hit a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. And but people gonna be sitting there in that cutback hole in about another week or so when they get it on film. So he's gonna have to come up with a jump cut to go with that cutback, So but they know what they're doing with him. They've got more out of Cordarrelle than any of his other coaches. In Minnesota, Belichick in New England. And, some of the other places he stopped at before getting here, Chicago, they turned him into a full-time running back at 31.
No doubt. With juice left. With juice left in the tank is what I say about Cordarrelle. And you know what? I really love the line so far. I looked at PFF. They graded very well. So did you think the line will be as good as it has been so far? Not so much giving up too much right now. Do you see this happening so far? Back
I didn't see this coming. Now the question is, can they sustain it? Is it sustainable? Because coach keeps pointing to these 3 games last year against Jacksonville and Tampa Bay and whoever that, maybe Buffalo on the schedule last year. They didn't rack up a lot of yards, but he keeps pointing to them games like they did a great job. So some he saw in those games that led him to believe that, hey, this line can be better than the people think. And, they put Dahlman in there. Wilkerson's back. Kobe Gazette did a good job, so he's salvaging his career. And Jake and I saw Caleb McGarrett getting down the field, getting after some cornerback on a sweep to the right. So, that's horrifying if you're a cornerback. So even Caleb is doing his thing out there blocking.
No doubt. And when you delayed now, we've heard the fans want Ritter out there, but I feel like Marcus is doing a pretty good job to keep his job. And I feel like until the season gets out of hand, you won't see Ritter anytime soon. As long as Marcus keeps playing like he is right now, limited mistakes, because I feel like the interception before the half was on Coach Smith.
That was Coach Smith. Yeah, that was on Coach.
The fumble, that's Marcus. The Saints fumble as well, that's Marcus. But I feel like he's playing well with what he's given, and the offense is doing his thing. Now, I was concerned about why Edwards was down on Sunday. I don't say want to look at other guys, but okay. But, he's doing a pretty good job. The run pass options free with Marcus Mariota. It makes you hold that linebacker in the box. So I feel like it's helping the running game too as well, and the line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt about it. And I think Edwards was down because they wanted the tight ends out there blocking. So, Felipe Franks was one of the guys that blocked on the 40-yard run, so he was in the game. So they had Fisker up. Parker Hesse's doing the dirty work blocking. And you got Franks and then Kyle Pitts. So of those 4, only one of them going to be running routes.
Yeah, got that right.
And they might dump it off to Parker Hesse, but that's about it. Them other dudes are in there to block.
No doubt, man. And Drake London's, man, you feel like Drake London is showing what he's about, D-Leg. I feel like he's proven he's an 8th pick, for the 8th pick now. I feel like he's showing he's worth it now. I know he was injured early with his knee, but now he's starting to show some things and have defense eventually got to give that man some double coverage and make hopefully over for Kyle Pitts and the kids on the back end there.
Yeah, no doubt. He what I've been most impressed with is his awareness and his run after the catch. To run that route on the goal line against the Rams, a little broken arrow route. Marcus put it right on him, and then the hot route where it's all zero coverage on the 5, and so he hits him at the 2, and then he somehow gets into the end zone for a touchdown. He was determined. And I'm sure he saw that from Patterson on some of his end zone runs last year on how he, one guy ain't stopping him. He getting to the end zone. So yeah, Drake has been a good pickup thus far.
No doubt, and no doubt. And I do feel like this delay is like, the Falcons are playing with passion again. For a while there, we both know we come to the game, it's not passion, it's just lifeless. You know what I'm saying? I feel like let's get some passion on this team again. 3 games they played hard. They could have beat the Saints, honestly. The Rams, they played the Rams tough too, and got the win against Seattle. So about how the guys are really playing with passion, playing well, and the Falcons are in every game right now, and playing hard as can be right now.
Yeah, and I started with the coaching not accepting the situation. He, not accepting the fact that a lot of people were picking them to win 2 games, so they're halfway there now. And the fact that they did have a salary cap situation, did get rid of Matt Ryan. There's a lot of got rid of Dante Fowler. Got rid of a lot of people in here. So the people here that are here, they're his guys. So they're gonna play for him. And that's what we're seeing out there. These guys, and they broke Grady off. That locker room likes to see people get broke off. And they broke off Jake Matthews. So, there's a method to that. When you pay people when you don't have to, the locker room sees if you do hard work, come out and follow the game plans, there may be some financial benefits for you down the road also.
No doubt, no doubt. And what I'm saying is this, man, of course, we know Matt Ryan's cap number is 40.9 on dead cap. So Terry Fontenot is pretty much, to me, it's a free year. I know they don't want to say it. To me, it's a free year. Next year is the year you really got to do some things. With the cap that you have, get off Matt Ryan's money. And, so I feel like any guy that's roster right now who wants to be here beyond this year, you have an open tryout this year to prove yourself to Arthur Smith, Arthur Blank, Richard McKay, and Terry Fontenot.
Yeah, Rashad Evans, 1-year deal. Lorenzo Carter, 1-year deal. Mariota, 2-year deal. That's really a 1-year deal. So, you're going to play to your best of your ability, try to get some of that, I think it's 130-something plus million in cap space that comes available. So, you got the first shot at it, be it from here. They could take care of the people in October and then go to free agency and find some type A guys that could fit into the locker room and help them turn it around.
No doubt. Talk about the defense with Grady Jarrett. I sent him up the field again. Reminds me when he was with Dan Quinn when he was here. He's up the field, rushing the passer. I feel like he's got he got his edge again for Grady Jarrett. Talk about his play so far, leading that defense with Dean Pease right now. It's been in, but not breaking, of course.
Yeah. Grady's been getting up the field there. 2.5s, getting a lot of help from Tyquan Graham. They're moving him around a little bit, get him some matchups, and he'll be going against some Pro Bowlers this week. So, Grady's the leader out there. And so he's trying to lead by example. That 3rd down sack against the Seahawks, that was big time right there. That was big time. He did his move to get free on 3rd down. It was 3rd and 18, or 4th and 18. It was 3rd and 8. So that's the down you need, and down in distance where your pass rush guys need to get home, and he got home. That was a big one for the Atlanta Falcons.
Now, how you feel about DNP's defense for us? All different looks he shows, pre-snap. He doesn't care about the yards per se, as long as you don't score a touchdown. He don't really care about this. About his philosophy of defense, showing different things, blitzing, exotic blitzes, and also that's pretty much not letting things get over your head, trying to get a field goal, not touchdowns there.
Yeah, well, it's working to some degree. But at some point, you got to shut people down, whether you let them get to the red zone or not. You got to take the ball off focus. AJ Terrell had some really nice pass breakups. I want to see him turn his other hand in there and make that a pick. So, those are some of the things where, all the alignments, they opened in a 4-2, they went to a 3-4, then they ended up going to a 4-3 over. So as long as the guys know what they're doing when they keep switching up like that, that keeps the offense off balance. He's trying to confuse Geno if he didn't know if they were coming or dropping back. And, at the end, they were coming.
No doubt, no doubt. And this week is the Browns. To me, it's pretty much this, man, a battle of the trenches. Who can run the ball the best between the Browns and the Falcons? I don't see an air show between Brissett and Mariota this weekend at the Benz. It's going to be a bit old Spanish mouth running game, I think.
Yeah, no doubt. Chubb leads the league with 341 yards rushing, and Cordarrelle is second with 301. Saquon Barkley's CP is third. Saquon Barkley is second with 317. So yeah, the Browns and the Falcons, what they want to do? They want to run the ball. Marcus Mariota's not dropping back, throwing it 40 times. He threw 20 passes last week, 13 for 20, and they like to do that. Keep the clock going. They're one of the top teams in the league with time of possession through 3 games, and that's in part to keep that defense fresh. So Falcons, we were worried about what their identity was going to be post Matt Ryan, and now that identity is starting to take shape.
D-Led, are you worried about maybe the silent account this week would have been the Browns in town? Because you and I both know sometimes at the Benz, it can be more fans other than the Falcon fans causing some issues with snap counts. Are they practicing this week's silent count just in case?
I haven't heard that. I haven't seen. We get the first 30 minutes of practice, so I haven't seen it. We got a little bit more when we was out in Seattle, so I knew about that 4-3 over. But I know the Cleveland people are coming. I know attorney Bobby Rockmore from Houston's coming. She's a Browns fan, and I'm pretty sure my homeboy from Charlotte, he coming down. So I'm pretty sure the Browns fans this close. Tickets are not sky high. Yeah, it'll be some people trying to make it to Dog Pound South on Sunday.
No doubt. D-Led, man, good to catch up with you, my brother. We'll see you real soon, my guy. And best luck to you. Love the podcast, man. Well, give a chat about your podcast before you go, brother.
Yeah, thank you a lot. We, Bossman, the podcast is called the Bowtie Chronicles Podcast. Comes on the AJC.com. You can get it on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts. The Bowtie Chronicles, everything you need to know about the Atlanta Falcons.
354 episodes so far, man. You're doing a great job, man. I love it every week, man. I love this to you every week. I'll get my package loose for you, brother. Nobody else but you, man. I get it from you always, my guy. You got the real deal always.
Well, I appreciate that, boss man. Always showing me love. I appreciate that, and I'm glad you had me on your show today, and look forward to seeing you in person again.
Yes, sir. You be safe, brother.
All right, peace.
See you.